You might catch yourself doing things without really knowing why. The subconscious, the part of your mind that works even when you're not aware of it, has a lot to do with how you act. This means that many of the decisions you make in life may not have clear reasons. But if you learn to watch, you can learn more about yourself, like why you do the things you do, what makes you happy, and how you can improve. Inspired by Marcus Aurelius's wisdom, let us set out on this changing journey. Identify your ideals and values in number 1. Knowing and recognizing your morals and values is like having a map for your life. It forms the choices you make and helps you figure out what's important to you. Think of your values as the stars that help you find your way through the endless choices you have in life. Stoicism says that when you identify with values like being smart, brave, fair, and balanced, it's like having a set of rules that tell you what to do. Life is easier when you know what you stand for. You know why you do the things you do, and everything you do starts to have a reason for being there. Your values guide your actions so that they are in line with what you believe in. This honesty gives your character a sense of being real. Being able to handle problems better is easier when you have strong values. They help you stay true to yourself and give you strength when things get hard. Being aware of your values can help you make choices. When you make decisions that are in line with your values, you are more likely to be happy and in satisfaction in the long run. Strong ties happen when people share values, whether they are in a personal or business setting. Deep ties are made when you understand and share someone else's values. Figuring out your morals and values isn't just an intellectual practice. It can also help you in real life. Think about a life where every choice you make is in line with your deepest views. It makes you feel happy and fulfilled, making your life not only great, but also important. Stoicism tells us that the most important thing in living a good life is following our values. You start your journey of self-discovery by actively recognizing these values. You start to understand what's important to you, which lets you live a life that is in line with your strongest beliefs. Knowing your morals and values gives you a sense of stability in a world full of distractions and outside pressures. It helps you stay true to yourself, even when things are changing. Following this Stoicism concept is similar to making a strong ship that can stay on course through life's storms. Why then should you identify your morals and values then? That's because it's the first step to living a life that you really understand. It gives you the building blocks you need to build a happy and meaningful life. Alexander the Great said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in the way you think." Figuring out what your morals and values are is the key to finding happiness. 2. Learn more about yourself. Being self-aware is the most important thing for personal growth. Understanding oneself is crucial, as Marcus Aurelius frequently stressed in his Meditations. You must develop self-awareness in order to fully understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Being self-aware is like having a superpower that helps you understand your feelings and thinking better, having the power to see what's going on inside your mind. Being more self-aware is like shining a light into the dark places of your emotions and thoughts. Understanding your strengths and flaws, as well as being aware of your limits and recognizing your strengths, are all part of being self-aware. This fair point of view helps people grow as people. You gain the capacity to handle the hurdles in life with poise and resilience when you are self-aware. By being aware of your thoughts and feelings, you can pick better things. It helps you figure out what's best for you, like having superpowers. Knowing yourself better makes you less stressed. You can calmly see what's going on inside you and deal with it instead of feeling swamped by emotions. Understanding yourself and others is a two-way street. You can relate it to other people's feelings better when you know how you feel. This makes your relationships stronger. It's like setting seeds for improvement in yourself. Know your strengths and flaws so you can work on being the best person you can be. Think of a calm pond with clear water. That's how your mind feels when you know yourself. It makes me feel calm and at peace. Getting to know yourself is like turning on the lights in a dark room. It makes things clearer and helps you figure out what's going on inside you. Life can be like a puzzle, and being self-aware helps you put the pieces together. Stoicism tells us that knowing ourselves is the key to a smart and healthy life. You gain power over your emotions and thoughts by understanding them. You're in charge of your own life and can steer it through the waves with calm and purpose. Why should you become more self-aware? Because it leads to a more focused and mindful life. The tool that helps you handle the ups and downs of your emotions, making you strong when things get tough. Wearing these Stoic rules is like putting on glasses that make you see yourself and the world better. Being self-aware is your secret tool in a world full of distractions. It helps you find your way through life and make decisions that are in line with who you really are. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." To find that happiness inside you, you need to become more self-aware. 3. Establish a daily journaling routine. A great gift from Marcus Aurelius is his personal journal, which we call the Meditations. Keeping a journal gives you an organized way to think about yourself. You gain focus on your experiences by writing down your ideas and emotions. You can identify repeated difficulties, identify trends in your behavior, and enjoy your successes by keeping a regular journal. Since we live in a digital world, writing in a journal can be a relaxing activity. It makes you think about your day more slowly and carefully, which helps you connect with your inner self more deeply. The act of journaling transforms into a holy place for self-discussion, revealing deeper aspects of your personality and setting the way for ongoing self-improvement. A journal is kind of like your own time machine. You can write down your thoughts, dreams, and experiences in this magical book. You can look back and see how far you've come by starting a daily journaling habit. It's like taking a journey through your own mind. Writing things down helps clear your mind. It's like getting rid of all the junk in your room to make room for new, clear thoughts. Your journal helps you remember things. When you write about your experiences, you remember them better. It's like having a treasure chest full of good times. Imagine having a friend who will listen to you without passing judgment. That person is your journal. That's like how talking to a friend can help you feel better and find answers to your troubles. Writing about them can do the same thing. There's a release of emotions when you write in your journal. It's like talking about your feelings with someone you trust. When you read writings from the past in your journal, you can see how much you've changed. It serves as a road plan for your journey to become the best you. Everyday journaling is like a doorway to learning more about yourself. Your journal is a safe place where you can be yourself. Writing is a tool for thought and understanding, according to Stoicism. It helps you change into the person you want to be, like a mirror. Why should you start keeping a journal every day? Because it's an easy and effective way to learn more about yourself. Talking to your inner self is like that, and it lets you explore your ideas and feelings without being judged. Following this Stoic concept is like going on a daily journey into the depths of your mind to find interesting things about yourself. A journal is your rock in a world that moves quickly. Time seems to slow down there, which lets you think about your experiences and feelings. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." It is through daily journaling that you can open your happiness and paint a life that is full and bright. 4. Go with your gut. Understanding yourself requires you to trust your gut. Stoicism supports logic and reason, but it also recognizes that everyone has natural wisdom. Like many other Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of natural understanding. To trust your feelings, you have to be brave enough to follow your inner direction, even if it goes against what society expects of you. When you match your deeds with who you really are, you start a journey of self-discovery that goes beyond outside forces. Think about having a compass built right in that helps you find your way when you don't know which way to go. When you trust your gut, it's like using your inner map. It means paying attention to that small voice inside you that guides you through life with confidence. It's easier to make decisions when you follow your gut. It's like having a personal advisor inside you that helps you make decisions that feel right. If you believe your gut, you'll make decisions that are in line with who you really are, like sticking to your favorite color or music. Trusting your gut is like having a quick response system. It helps you act quickly, like when you catch a ball, without having to think too much. You can tap into a wealth of inner wisdom by following your instincts. When you do this, you make choices that go beyond logic and are in line with your gut feelings. It feels good to trust your gut. It's like having your own superpower that makes you feel good about your own abilities. When you trust your gut, it's like accepting a superpower that is only yours. Stoicism teaches us that using your mind is important, but following your gut feelings can help you make better choices. To find the best of both worlds, you need to use both your head and your heart. In a world full of ideas and suggestions, your gut feelings are what guide you. To follow this Stoic concept is to give yourself freedom to trust your own unique inner wisdom. You can trust your gut more than anything else in life. It's like having a guide star that shows you the way through all the turns and twists. Aristotle said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Trusting your gut is the key to finding that happiness within you and living a life that feels truly yours. 5. Think about what you'll do. How we respond to things going on around us often says a lot about who we are on the inside. In his Stoic lessons, Marcus Aurelius stressed how important it was to deal with problems calmly and logically. Watching your emotional reactions without getting caught up in them is a key part of understanding how you respond to different scenarios. Stoicism tells people to take things slowly when bad things happen and see problems as chances to grow instead of impossible problems that can't be solved. You gain control over rash responses and promote emotional resilience by developing awareness in your reactions. Taking a mindful approach to life helps you handle problems with ease and calm, which leads to a better understanding of your mental world. It's kind of like being the director of your own play when you think about how you act in different settings. You make choices about how you show up in the story of your life. It's like editing your writing when you think about how you react. You can pick answers that make the story bigger and better. Being able to control your emotions by thinking about what you're going to do before you do it is like having a remote control for your feelings. It lets you act in a calm and thoughtful way. How people see you is based on how you respond. You can make stronger links with them if you think about them. It's like giving your interactions more depth and meaning. Every emotion is a chance to learn something new. Thinking about how you respond is like taking notes on a show. It helps you get better. How you respond can change how the play makes you feel. Thinking about them makes sure you do something good, which creates a story that makes you and those around you feel better. Thinking about how you'll respond is like being the smart narrator of your own story. Stoicism tells us that we have control over our responses, just like we have control over how we act in our play of life. It's about picking answers that fit with the story you want to tell. Your responses are your tool to shape the story in a world full of surprising scenes. Following this Stoic concept is like writing your own play and making it about the kind of person you want to become. Life is like a big theater, and thinking about how you'll behave is like getting a sneak peek before the show, which lets you improve your performance. He said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Thinking about how you respond is the key to finding happiness within you and writing your life story in a way that brings you joy and satisfaction. Sixth, try to learn something new. Doing artistic things is a great way to express yourself and learn more about yourself. Marcus Aurelius found peace and time to think in artistic activities, even though he was in charge of an empire. Emotions, thoughts, and ideas that might be hard to share in other ways can be expressed through creativity. You can reach deeper into your mind when you make something, whether it's art, singing, writing, or something else. Picture your life as a big, bright canvas, and imagine that you are painting it with a set of bright brushes. Learning something artistic is like putting your brushes in life's paint. It lets you show who you are in beautiful and unique ways. It's about finding new shades of color inside you. Being able to describe your thoughts and feelings in ways that words often can't is like learning how to dance with joy. It's like a magic wand that takes away your stress. Doing artistic things gives you a break from the stress of everyday life and helps you rest. It's like going on a trip when you try new artistic things. You might find hobbies and skills you didn't know you had. Being creative is a great way to boost your confidence. You gain a sense of achievement as you learn to create, which boosts your self-worth. Focusing on something creative is like meditating gently. It helps you be in the present moment and forget about your problems for a while. To try to get better at being artistic is like adding spice to life. Stoicism tells us that being artistic is a way to get in touch with our true selves. Whether you do it through art, music, writing, or something else creative, it's about finding the beauty inside. In a world full of routines and duties, being creative is a way to escape and discover new things. Following this Stoic concept is like letting in fresh air and new ideas through a window. Trying to learn something new is the splash of color in the big picture of life. It's kind of like being an artist and making a painting that shows off your individual colors. Aristotle said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." If you want to find happiness within yourself and paint a bright and satisfying life, you need to try to learn something artistic. Seventh, take on new tasks. Taking on new tasks is an essential component of life's ongoing journey of development and learning. In his Stoic philosophy, Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of resilience and courage in the face of hardship. Challenges give you the chance to see how far you can go, get past problems, and find your hidden strengths. From a Stoic point of view, problems should not be seen as burdens, but as steps toward morality and wisdom. Imagine that your life is an exciting journey and that you are the brave traveler. Taking on new tasks is like exploring unknown areas of yourself. The book is about getting out of your comfort zone and accepting the unknown, which can lead to personal growth and finding. Taking on new tasks is like doing push-ups for your resilience. It strengthens your capacity to get back up after a loss and handle the ups and downs of life with a strong spirit. When you face challenges, they show you your strengths. You find secret skills and abilities you might not have known you had when you take them on. Taking on tasks and succeeding is like getting medals for your confidence. It boosts your self-confidence and can help you on your journey to greater success. Life's challenges are like textbooks. Each one teaches you something important and gives you chances to keep learning and grow as a person. When you take on new challenges, they add spice to your life. They make your journey more interesting and rewarding by adding a bit of fun and energy. Taking on new problems is like going on an exciting quest. According to Stoicism, problems are not obstacles, but rather steps toward wisdom and virtue. It's about seeing problems as chances to grow and get better. In a world where everyday things can get boring, difficulties give your story life. Following this Stoic concept is like saying yes to a big trip, where every task is a chance to find out more about yourself that you haven't explored yet. Taking on new challenges is like setting sail toward places you might not have thought of before. It's your guide on the big journey of life. Aristotle said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Taking on new tasks is the key to finding happiness within you and living a full and exciting life. Eighth, talk about more important things. Connection with other people is a key part of understanding oneself. You can look at your values, beliefs, and points of view through the lens of meaningful talks. Marcus Aurelius respected honest and serious conversation, even though he was emperor. Conversations that matter require listening carefully and speaking honestly. You gain understanding of various points of view and, as a result, are forced to re-evaluate your ideas when you listen to others with true ears. As you give and receive, you develop sensitivity and a better understanding of yourself and the people around you. Think of your life as a story that you all tell each other, and talks are the interesting lines that run through it. Talking about more important things is like adding bright colors to the structure of your interactions. It involves making connections with other people while also improving your understanding of yourself. Conversations that matter are like bridges that link hearts. They make bonds stronger, which makes relationships more satisfying and rich. Like windows into other worlds, important conversations help you see things from different points of view, which expands your views and strengthens your own. Meaningful talks are like blank canvases on which you can paint your own thoughts, feelings, and ideas. They give you a chance to express yourself and develop a better understanding of your own voice. Empathy classes are like conversations. Important ones let you put yourself in the shoes of others, which builds empathy and makes you more self-aware and improves your relationships. Meaningful talks are like tools for building trust. They make people more open and honest, which helps build trust in your relationships. When you have deeper discussions, you gain a lot of understanding. To have important encounters, we need to share our wisdom and help each other grow, as taught by Stoicism. Having these kinds of talks can make you and the people around you better. Meaningful talks are a way to connect and be real in a world where shallow exchanges are common. Forging a connection with others by following this Stoic concept is like making a bridge. It creates a sense of community and mutual understanding. In number 9, let yourself be weak. People often see being vulnerable as a problem, but Stoicism teaches that being open to being vulnerable is a strength. In his thoughts, Marcus Aurelius recognized that life is temporary and that problems will always come up. To fully understand oneself, it is important to recognize and share one's fragility. Being honest with yourself and others about your fears, doubts, and goals is a part of letting yourself be vulnerable. Taking down the walls that keep you safe makes room for real relationship and self-discovery. Stoicism teaches that by recognizing your weakness, you can gain the fortitude to handle life's unknowns with poise and resilience. If you think of life as a dance, then vulnerability is the smooth move that makes each step more meaningful. Being open and vulnerable is a lot like accepting the beauty of being real in your life dance. By being open, you can find the power that comes from being your real self, flaws and all. Letting down your guard and being open is like taking off a mask. It lets people see the real you, which leads to deeper and more important bonds. The ability to face difficulties head-on, learn from experiences, and develop into a more strong and self-aware person is what makes vulnerability such rich ground for personal growth. Being sensitive is like opening a valve for your emotions. It gives you a good way to share your feelings, keeps your emotions from building up, and improves your mental health. Vulnerability is like a bridge that builds trust. When you share your real self, it helps others believe you, which makes it easier for understanding and kindness to grow. Being vulnerable is like finding strength in being true to yourself. It gives you the strength to accept your flaws, making weakness into a source of inner strength and self-acceptance. Stoicism teaches us that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a brave way to face life's unknowns. Allowing yourself to be open is like moving into the spotlight of your own story. In being open, you find the strength to deal with problems in an honest way. In a world full of masks, being open and vulnerable lets you be real. That is, following this Stoic concept is like opening a door to a better understanding of the world and yourself. Letting yourself be open is the elegant turn in life's big ballet. It's like showing off the beauty that comes from being true to yourself, making a dance that rings true. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The key to finding happiness within yourself is to be open to a life full of connection and authenticity. 10. Make it a habit to meditate every day. Stoic thought puts a lot of importance on meditation, which is often linked to being aware and finding inner peace. In his daily reflections, Marcus Aurelius talked about how important it was to keep your mind calm. Meditation is a safe place to think about yourself because it lets you watch your thoughts without getting attached to them. A better understanding of your thoughts and feelings is facilitated by this distance. When you meditate regularly, you build an inner calm that is not affected by what's going on around you. Think of your mind as a calm pond. Meditation is like a gentle wave that makes the water clear. Making meditation a daily habit is like making a quiet place inside yourself. It involves taking a few minutes every day to be still, block out the noise, and find the tranquility that is already inside of you. Beginning to meditate every day is like giving your mind a mini vacation. It calms you down and gives you a more peaceful view of life's busy situations. Meditation is like working out your mind. It strengthens your focus and clears your mind of all the things that are distracting you, allowing you to approach chores with focus and clarity. Beginning to meditate every day is like taking a worry pill for your mind. It lowers your stress levels and gives you a break from the problems in life. Meditation is like balm for your emotions. It makes you emotionally healthy by letting you notice and understand your feelings without letting them take over. Starting to meditate every day is like turning on an awareness switch. It helps you live in the present and enjoy the beauty of each moment without being stuck on doubts or fears about the future. Starting to meditate every day is like giving your mind a spa day every day. The idea of Stoicism is that a calm mind is a strong mind. It's about making your mind strong, focused, and open to understanding. In a world full of constant stimulation, meditation is the only way to stop and take a break. Following this Stoic concept is like making a daily meditation routine that helps you connect with your own inner silence. Starting a daily meditation practice is like writing a calm song that plays throughout the day, balancing your inner and outer worlds in the grand orchestra of life. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." If you want to find happiness within yourself and live a peaceful, centered life, you need to start meditating every day. On your frustrations. 11. Getting frustrated and facing problems are normal parts of being human. Stoicism teaches that instead of avoiding or fighting these problems, you should face them with a calm and logical mind. You can gain insight into your wants and hopes by looking at the source of your frustrations, whether they are external factors or internal problems. Stoicism tells people to tell the difference between what they can control and what they can't. Being able to discern lets you focus your energy on things where you can make a good difference. Think of your frustrations as puzzle parts. Paying attention to them is like putting the puzzle together to see a bigger picture. By focusing on your frustrations, you can shine a light on the parts of your life that need understanding and development. It's about becoming self-aware by using anger as a tool. Focusing on your frustrations is like turning into a detective in your own life. It helps you identify patterns that keep happening so you can address and break them for personal growth. It's like your frustrations are hints that will help you find answers. By focused on them, you solve problems and find ways to get past problems and make good changes. Focusing on your frustrations is like turning on a light in a dark room. It brings to light parts of you that may need attention and helps you gain a better understanding of your emotions and reactions. In face of your frustrations, it's like opening a pressure valve. It lets out your emotions in a healthy way, keeping them from building up and hurting your health. Focusing on your frustrations is like taking charge of your life. It gives you the strength to face problems head-on, turning your anger into a force for growth. It's like facing your life's dragons to focus on your frustrations. Challenges are chances to grow, and frustrations are signs that you need to pay attention to certain areas. This is about using anger as a tool to move forward instead of something that gets in the way. Why should your frustrations be your main focus? Because it leads to mastering yourself. Putting your attention on your frustrations is like taking the wheel in a world where they can feel overwhelming. Following this Stoic concept is like giving yourself the tools to turn problems into successes, which increases resilience and your understanding of yourself. It's like navigating through unknown territory, finding secret strengths, and getting past challenges when you keep your attention on your frustrations, which serve as your guide. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." The key to finding happiness within yourself is to focus on your frustrations and see problems as chances to learn and grow. Do number 12, find acceptance. Stoic thought is based on acceptance, which shows a deep understanding of how life changes and how important it is to live in the present. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius often talked about how acceptance can change things. Acceptance entails accepting the reality of each moment without fight or judgment, regardless of whether one is experiencing joy or sadness, success or defeat. You can approach life with peace of mind if you practice acceptance. It helps people develop acceptance in their daily lives by providing them with useful tasks and psychological ideas. You gain a deep understanding of both yourself and the world around you by letting go of the need for control and accepting the ups and downs of life. To find acceptance, think of life as a river. It's easier to go with the flow than to fight it. Accepting the reality of your situation and recognizing both the positive and negative aspects of it is the first step toward acceptance. That's the key to finding peace within yourself and understanding how life goes up and down. Finding acceptance is like building a calm harbor inside of yourself. It lets you feel inner peace by letting go of the struggle to gain what is. Acceptance is like a stress reliever. It helps you let go of the tightness that comes from fighting things you can't change, which makes your mind calmer and more in tune with itself. Being open to acceptance is like opening a window to let in fresh air. It's good for your mental health because it lets you feel all of your emotions without being judged or pushed away. In relationships, acceptance is like an olive branch. It leads to more understanding and kindness, which makes it easier for bonds to grow and get stronger. Finding acceptance is like becoming a flexible twig in the wind. It makes you more adaptable and able to handle life's ups and downs with resilience. Finding acceptance is like getting to serenity through a locked door. To be Stoic, we must understand that acceptance does not mean giving up. It means recognizing reality and picking how to react to it. It's about finding peace in the middle of the waves of life that you can't forecast. Why do you need to find acceptance? Because it is essential to navigating the river of life with grace in a world that is constantly changing. It's like putting on a life jacket to find acceptance. Following this Stoic principle is like choosing to float rather than struggle against the stream, fostering a feeling of peace and understanding in the vast mosaic of life. Finding acceptance is what you've done best. Seeing the beauty in both light and shadow is like putting the pieces of your experiences together in a way that makes sense. Finding acceptance is the key to opening that happiness within yourself, allowing you to sail easily on the river of life in the goal of understanding oneself. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In the person of Marcus Aurelius, the lessons of Stoicism offer timeless wisdom and useful advice. This long play talks about 12 principles that can help you find your own inner self. These principles can help you identify your core values, become more self-aware, be open to creation, and develop acceptance of yourself. People start a journey that changes them in order to live a more real and satisfying life. A roadmap for navigating life's trials with grace, resilience, and wisdom is provided by the Stoic ideals described in this play. Remember that understanding yourself is an ongoing process as you start your journey of self-discovery, guided by Marcus Aurelius and the Stoic philosophy. Do not rush, show kindness, and most importantly, stay true to who you are. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." May your journey into self-understanding inspire and strengthen you, leading you to live a life that is in line with your highest values and ideals.